Yeah. So by now we all know what is data in the Salesforce, what is data modeling, how the data is stored in the Salesforce database. So this all we know. So what are objects, what are fields, what are records, okay? How can we create them in the back end, and how can we use them in the front end, like in the UI? So this is all we know. Also in the yesterday's class, while seeing the architecture of the Salesforce, we have covered the core fundamental block of this complete architecture is metadata. That means the data of data. That means like objects, fields, which says certain information about the real data. So that is metadata. This all we have covered. So metadata is not the original data, but it is like a data which shows some information about the real data. Okay, that we call as a metadata. So in the just a quick recap of metadata. So student name, course, subject one, subject two. This is metadata because this course is telling some information about this Salesforce admin. Salesforce admin is the real data. Okay, the course enrolled by the student Teju. So what this field tells, this field tells that this is a Salesforce admin course enrolled by student Teju. So this is metadata. This is showing certain information about the real data, that is Salesforce admin. Subject one, that is marks of the subject one scored by student Teju, that is 90. So this is how we gonna we gonna use metadata and data hand in hand in real time in the Salesforce. Now, not only if you think about the interview, if you think about real time scenarios, we as admins or developers or consultants, we need to know how to protect this metadata or data. So if you can't protect this metadata or data, then we can't say ourselves as a like a Salesforce admin or Salesforce developer. Because if you can't protect your data in all the ways, in 360 degrees, we have to protect our data. Okay. If you can't protect that, then no use to create any advanced like bots or agents or UI components, backend code, configuration, page layouts. This all waste of our time. Once we secure the data in a right way, then upon that we are going to create these all things. Okay, these are all advanced concepts or advanced technologies we're going to implement upon this data security only. So in the last week, the past 10 days, we have seen what is data. Now it's about data security. So now let's come to the real picture. As I said, in Salesforce, we have data and metadata. See, this picture is very important whenever you're going to answer any question related to the data security. Okay. So if you recall this picture at the time of interview or in the real time, then that's enough that you can answer almost 50% of your question. Then the rest 50% is the real concept. Again, now data and metadata. When we are protecting metadata, okay, metadata, then we use concept called as profiles, okay, profiles and permission sets. Profiles and permission sets. So what are these? We'll cover. Don't worry. Okay. Profiles and permission sets we're going to use when we are like thinking to secure our metadata. Then when we are going to secure our real data, that means records, the values inside fields, then we say many are there. Org wide defaults, okay, roles, roles, role hierarchies, okay, role hierarchies, then sharing rules, So when we are talking about protection of real data, then we say arg-wide defaults, roles, role hierarchies, and sharing rules. Okay, when we are talking when we are talking about securing our metadata, then we say profiles and permission sets. Okay, profiles and permission sets. Now, okay, what is this profiles and what is this permission set, and what is this org wide defaults, and what are the rest of these three? Let's divide this into two categories for our understanding. Let's divide this into two categories, into two categories. If you are like thinking of controlling or securing the metadata in a base level, in a fundamental level, then we use profiles. When there is advanced security to be implemented on the metadata, then we use permission sets. Coming to the data again, when we are talking about the base or fundamental security concept that we're going to use securing the real data, that is org-wide defaults or organization-wide defaults, let's say. When we think about advanced security of the real data, then we say roles, role hierarchies, sharing rules. So how many total? Six. Profiles, permission sets, org defaults, roles, role hierarchies, and sharing rules. These are the six things that you need to remember at any cost if you want to be the Salesforce admin, consultant, or the developer. Okay. So metadata is for securing of profiles and permission sets. Metadata is secured by profiles and permission sets, and the real data is secured by org-wide defaults, roles, role hierarchies, and sharing rules. Now, my question to you is, if you say about metadata, what is metadata? Can you just give few examples of metadata? Come on, unmute yourself and answer the question quickly. So, if you say metadata, what is metadata? Give me examples of metadata. No, you can't. So, yeah, Surabhi, go ahead.
Courses.
Yeah, courses. That means
Yeah.
objects,
Yeah, objects.
fields, okay, Apex
Mm.
code, LWC component, agents, settings and configuration, page layouts, record types. These all comes under the metadata. Even the application, complete application, sales application, service application, this also comes under the metadata. So when we talk about the data, then it's all about records, the real values inside the fields. So records and the real values inside each field comes under the real data. Okay. Okay. Now let's start. Okay, with the profiles. That means let's start with the securing of metadata. That means objects, fields, applications, etc., etc. Okay, let's start with the understanding of the profiles inside the Salesforce. Now, this is about data security. From whom you want to secure your data? From the users, right? From the external users, or from one user to other user. Like now I am the user and you are also a user. I am the CEO, or you are the instructor in the same same organization. Then you should have access to certain data, and I should have access to certain data. So inside the Salesforce organization, or inside any company, we need data security between each person or each role. And bit like from other external users, or users from other users other than the inside employees, also we need the data security. So how can we provide that? We have to see now. So before going to deal with the profiles, permission set, and other data security concepts, first we need to understand how can we create a user first. That means user management we need to understand. Then we can talk about the complete this advanced data security. So how can we create a user? It's a small thing. Okay, how can we create, freeze, deactivate the user? That we need to know. That means if someone from the someone from the outside want to access our Salesforce organization and application, then what is the thing we need to do that we are going to see? Like creation of the user. So go to the trial head, go to the trial head, open your playground, then go to the setup. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, inside the setup, go to user. Okay, you just type user, then you get complete users section here. Okay, in the user section, go to users. Okay, go to users. Now you can see what are all the users, who are all the users that are available in your platform or that exist in your platform or organization. Now let me create a new user. So Surabhi, I want to create a user Surabhi in my organization. So Surabhi, uh, then let's say email. Email Surabhi. Surabhi, your email is surabhi.cxe or surabhimoreshwar.cxe.
Surabhi.cxe@gmail.
Surabhi.cxe@gmail.com. Yeah. So see, when we enter the email, we automatically get username. Username need not to be the original email. It can be anything. cxe.com also I can keep it here. But it should be in the form of email address. How the email address will be there? At the rate gmail.com, at the rate some heydecode.com, like that. So we can have anything, but it should be in the format, in this format, at the rate some domain.com. Then let's say title as system admin company currency. Yeah. Now role we have to specify. So role can be none for now. Okay, none is available. User license we have to specify. User license in the sense you get billing. Okay, you will be having certain licenses when you purchase, when you're into real companies. Okay, what happens is when you purchase a 5 user license, so you will get 5 users in the Salesforce and 5 users in the integration or 3 users in the platform, like that. For each license, these are types of licenses available. So partner app subscription, so like this there are different licenses available. Most most companies first they go with this one, the Salesforce or Salesforce platform licenses. So we have to select this user license whenever you are adding a user to your organization, so that billing starts in this license. Then comes to the profile. Profile can't be none. Profile can't be none. Every user must have at least one profile. At least one profile. At least one profile. Only one profile only he can have. I'm telling that he should have the profile for sure to get into your organization. So profiles are like, they see, you can see there are many profiles available here. Now I want to add Surabhi as system administrator. Then I'll add system administrator. See, profiles, objects, right? Objects are standard objects and custom objects. Similarly, the profiles are also, some standard profiles are there. Also, we can create our own custom profiles. So, what is profile? What is inside profile? We'll see later. But for now, let us understand. Like profile says, profile says information about what metadata can this user Surabhi have access to. Now I am giving system administrator. It has the highest privileges, so she can access any metadata. A metadata in the sense, see, profile, permission set, Apex code, objects, fields, anything she can access in my organization. Okay. Now let me save this. Hmm. Now, once we create the user will get the email to reset their password. I hope Surabhi, you got this email, right? Can you check that?
Yes, give me a second. So,
Yeah. Or if they didn't get the email, then you can click here on the verify so that they'll get again one more email to verify their the email address. Okay. So, oh, until Surabhi check for the email, we just cover one more thing. Here we can edit the user. Okay, sharing you leave it. We can edit the user. We can reset password. We can user, freeze the user, and deactivate the user. There are two things here. You see, okay, active. If it is unchecked, then the user will be deactivated. That's it. Okay, user will be deactivated. So here we have reset password, freeze, edit, and deactivate. Deactivate, how we can do? We can click on edit. Once we click on edit, okay, once we click on edit, uh, just a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, sorry. So we can click here. That's it. Okay. So deactivating users removes them from all delegated groups, sharing privileges. The following page prompts you to remove the user from any teams. You can still transfer this user's records to any active user. Means if she has any existing records on her name, then I can transfer that records to other people and view the user's name and manage. So those all are there. So I'm not changing, I'm not deactivating now, just clicking on cancel. So I can also freeze it. Freeze it is not deactivation. Temporarily, you're pausing the account. Suppose something suspicious activity is happening from Survey login details. Survey logged in from 3 to 4 different computers. Okay. The IP address will be different for each computer. If something fishy like this, the system administrator observe, then he or she can definitely freeze the account temporarily. Okay, freeze the account temporarily. Got it? So freeze and deactivation, both are two different things. How you can add the user using the user management. Okay, in the users, I mean user management users, under the users, you have the user section. Then in the user section, go to the user section, click on the new user and add it. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. So, did you logged in? Surabhi, Surabhi, I think you're on mute.
yes.
So, did you logged in? I mean, did you check your email?
I'll check. I'll let you know at the end. Give me some time, okay?
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So, this is how we can add the user, freeze the user, deactivate the user, edit the user. Okay. This is about user man. Now, the first stage is completed. That means a new user came into your cloud. That means uh, your organization, okay, your platform or your application, let's say. Now it's about data security, the real data security from users. So you entered one, I mean, you allowed one user to get into your organization, that is Surabina. So like that, you can add multiple users, okay, so they can access your organization data. Now what they can see, how they can access, let's see now. We'll start with the profiles now. Profiles, again I'm repeating, profiles is controlling or securing your metadata. That means objects, fields, and applications, etc. Like configuration, Apex code, everything. Now let's go to profiles. If I go to profiles, you have multiple profiles. See, you have multiple profiles. Let's take one profile called as, say, standard platform user. Okay, 1 second. See, I'll just you know only the objects, right? So I'll explain in terms of objects first. So if you take this objects, okay, if you take this object, account object, anyone with this profile, anyone with this standard platform user profile, what he can do, it seems, what it is showing, just let me go down. He can read the records inside this accounts object, create the record inside this accounts object, edit and delete. Are you getting my point? So if a user is assigned the profile standard platform user, then he can read, create, edit, and delete the records inside this object. Now we have also batches, courses, faculty. Okay, mock interview, student batch enrollments. Now the user, this user, okay, standard platform user, can he have the access to these records? No, right? No. See, he don't have any access for these objects. But for these objects, he has the access. For which object? I mean account. So this is about one profile. This is about one profile. Now let's go to another profile. Let's go to another profile. Just a minute. Let it load. Let's go to system administrator profile. What system administrator has access to? Let's see. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. See, system administrator has access to everything. So anyone with the profile as system administrator, they can access every object. That too with all permission. Compare. Let's see. Compare here. If you see here, only few objects and only few permission. But when you see here, for the system administrator, he has access to complete objects with all, view all records, modify all records. Even he is not the owner of a particular record, also he can access that. So this all permissions he has. Even custom object permission which we created recently, also he got the access. That means any user with the profile as a system administrator can access this all things inside the Salesforce. He can read, create, edit, delete, and view all, modify all, or view all fields is not there. So that we can configure. So view all records and modify all records. This all permission a system administrator has. Whereas the other profile has certain limitations. So like this, based upon the profile the user is assigned to, you will get the, or they will get the access to your organization's metadata. That means objects here. Is it clear for you? Based upon the profile, the user is getting the access, the first level of access to your objects or fields inside the objects. Got it? Now what Surabhi profile has, what has a profile with, she is a system administrator, right? So what she can achieve and what she can access, that means she can access all the objects inside my salesforce organization, and even the custom objects as well. Yes or no? Because she is the system administrator of my organization. If I assign standard platform user profile to Surabhi, can she access my custom objects? Let's say course, like courses, batches, faculty. No, because she don't have access here. Got it? Is it clear? You have any questions?
It's clear.
Yeah. Now, so we have seen how we can create a user inside the Salesforce organization, and what is the role of, I mean, what is the nature of this concept called profile, and what is the role it is playing inside this complete data security, that we have seen. Okay, based upon the profile, we can see that okay, this user can access this particular objects, this user can access this particular fields or particular application. So based upon his profile only, we can assert that what level of access the user has into our organization. Now now what about if you want to create your own profile? You want to create your own profile, because you can't edit the standard profiles. First point to remember, why we are going to create a, suppose Surabhi has this standard platform user profile. Now I want her to access my custom objects, batches, courses, faculty, these all I want her to access. I can't go and edit this standard platform user. Okay, this is not the best practice even to edit any standard platform, any standard profiles. What we need to do, there is a button called as clone here. Can you see that? Clone. So what profile is matching your exactly few requirements, that profile, that standard profile, we have to go clone it. Okay, we have to clone it. See, if interviewer asks you, there are two users, I want one user to have access to particular object, the other user should have access to the particular object, then what you will do? First answer is, I'll create two different profiles and provide the access to this particular objects for this particular profile, and the other object access I'll provide in other profile, and assign these two profiles to these two users. This is the first simple question. Any interview, if they start asking you data security, how can you provide a particular object access to a particular user? Now what we are doing, I am going to create a new profile from the, by cloning, by copying the existing standard profile, that is standard platform user profile. Now this user license, what user license this profile comes under, that is tagged here. Then let's say code excellency institute, code excellency, not let's say instructor profile. This matches our like institute requirement, so I'm creating like this HDC AD codes instructor profile, or we can say instructor. Now you got the new profile created. Click on edit. Click on edit. See, this profile don't have access to this custom objects. Now I want this instructor should have access to batches, read and create access, courses. I want the instructor, I mean the faculty, to create and edit, delete even. Okay, faculty I am giving only read access. Mock interviews, read access, edit, create access, delete access. Okay. Students, every student he need to access but not delete. Okay. So like this, even student enrollments we have to see. So if I want to protect the deletion, so I can even uncheck this one. So if you see here, what I have done, I have created one profile. For that profile, I have customized the access control. Okay, for particular object, what access the particular user will have when he is under this particular profile. Okay, got it? Now click on save. So we got this profile. Now, if I go to user management, I mean users, Surabhi has now system administrator profile. So can I change the Surabhi's profile? Yes. So I have to go to this Surabhi's profile, click on edit, then here system administrator is there. Then I can select the other profile. So what is this profile? HDC instructor. So that profile I can give access to. See, under this license, these profiles are tagged. So I can give HDC instructor profile to Surabhi. So when I change the profile, what happens? Her access changes, right? Whatever the objects she can access as a system administrator will change now. Now, what object she can access? So that is controlled in the profile level. Again, we have just seen now. So she can view these batches, courses, faculty, mock interviews, students, and student batch enrollments, but she can't delete this. As a system administrator, she was having the ability to delete even. So like this, if a particular user has to have to access the objects inside your salesforce organization, then it can be controlled only with the help of profiles. Okay, every user must have a profile, and in the profile you will configure what objects, okay, what level of access into that particular object he or she can have. Okay. So there are many other data, as I said, record types, custom tabs, okay, custom tabs, page layouts. So there are many other things at the profile level, okay, what a user can view, what a user can edit, delete, create inside your Salesforce organization. That complete thing is controlled by the base level permission, that is profile. So profile is your first gateway, first gate. Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Do you have any questions? So a quick recap. We created, okay, we created a user under users, okay. Then we have gave access, okay, and we have give access to a particular profile for the student and for this user. Access in the sense we have assigned a particular profile to the user. Initially it was system administrator. So what system administrator, what is this HDC instructor, these are profiles. At the profile, what is there, we have seen at the profile level, we can control the objects that particular user can access, okay, the particular profile can access. So we have configured few things here, okay, we have configured few things. Now again, we have seen how to change the profile of the existing user just by clicking edit and changing the profile. Okay. Yeah. Now, how to deactivate the user? Just unclicking this will deactivate the user. How to freeze the user? Just click on this freeze. So temporary pause will happen to the user. So this is all about the users and profiles. Now we have some complexities when we are dealing with the profile. we need to think deeper when we are answering a particular question with respect to the profiles. So that practically we will see in the tomorrow's class. I want all of you to start this data security module in the trial head. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, data security. So you almost have this batch completed. Not complete batch for now, at least this one. A overview of data security, control access to the org, control access to the objects. Okay. Then tomorrow we are going to see more about control access to the objects, control access to the fields. So this I will tag inside our course video today. I will be uploading the course video within 2 hours from now. Okay. Keep practicing. We'll meet tomorrow. If you have any questions, let me know. No questions?
I have received the mail from Salesforce.
Yeah. So you will be having an option to reset your password. Kindly reset your password. And once you have the access to the Salesforce platform, I mean my playground, you'll having the link there, username, link, and password that you create just now. So you can access your playground. Once you have access, just to send the screenshot to me so that I can confirm. So in the tomorrow's class I can ask you to share your screen and start with exploring of the your accesses, deleting a particular access and creating a particular access. So that all we'll see in practical tomorrow.
I am not finding the recorded classes in the AD code platform.
Mm-hmm. Is this happening with everyone? Soumya, can you access?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Surabhi, can you share your screen if you
Yes.
have access now?
Yes, I will. Wait. I mean, it's showing no recorded classes, something like that. So
Not this one. Go back. Go to the top. Yeah. Get job ready. Salesforce. Yeah. Click on that. Go to your dashboard. Scroll down to the left. Left. Sidebar. Get job ready. Get job ready. I mean that one. Get Salesforce job ready. Yeah. Yeah. Here are the videos. Okay. Got it?
okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you. Bye.